Hi, I'm Otway Ross. Welcome to another guitar lesson. In this lesson, I'll teach you about fret numbering, finger numbering, and string numbering. The first thing to know is a little bit about pitch. Pitch is the human perception of frequency, which is how quickly something vibrates. So this would be a low pitch relative to this one. That means this string is vibrating slower than this string. This pitch is low relative to this one. That means that this string, when it's fretted here, is vibrating slower than this. The reason that's helpful, for the fretboard at least, is that the frets are numbered from low frequency to high frequency. The nut, which is this white thing we learned about last week, is 0. The first fret next to it is fret number 1. The next fret along is fret number 2. So from the headstock to the bridge, they are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Occasionally you'll see a fret right next to the nut. That, like the nut, is called a 0 fret. Most guitars don't have them, some of them do, but if there's a fret right near the nut, that's a 0 fret. The fretboard markers are there just to show you where you are or where you need to go. So for example, if I'm playing this chord, I look down, I see it's at the first marker, so I know it's fret number 3. If I need to go to fret 9, I know I have to go to the second last one, straight up here. So that's just for easy reference. The other thing to realize is that the fret itself is the wire. That's the technical thing. When an instructor says, put your finger on fret number 2, he means put your finger in the space between the fret that he's talking about and the previous fret, or one fret down. So when he says put your finger on fret 2, he's saying put your finger between fret 2 and fret 1. Okay, that allows the string to vibrate cleanly or freely from fret 2 onwards, which is exactly what you're doing when you put your finger on a fret. Okay, so that's the frets. Let's move on to fingers. The old joke is, how many fingers have you got? You've actually only got 8. Same thing with guitar. The 2 thumbs are called thumbs. They're not numbered, so that's just thumb. And it could be right thumb, left thumb. In most cases, it's just thumb. The fingers are numbered from index through to pinky. So if you're looking at your hand, left to right on the left hand, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same with this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be left hand, thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4, right hand, thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4. An instructor will normally tell you what he's talking about. So if he's talking about fretting, that's your fretting hand. If he's talking about playing with a certain finger on the strumming hand, he'll tell you that. Okay, moving to strings. Now this bit for me when I first learned wasn't obvious because like I said, frets are numbered from low pitch to high pitch. Strings are actually numbered the opposite way, which is a little confusing. The strings are numbered from 1 to 6, from the highest pitch down to the lowest pitch. Sounds backwards, I guess that's just the way it is. So the thinnest string, which is on this guitar a steel only string, it's not a wound string, is string number 1. String number 6 is the thickest string at the top. So there you have it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all of that goes together. If I said to you, put your third finger on the 9th fret on the 3rd string, third finger, so thumb, 1, 2, 3. The 9th fret, so I've looked at my fretboard markers, that's 3, 5, 7, 9, and 3rd string. So that's my 3rd string, 9th fret. And if I said, now put your first finger on the same string at the 7th fret, 3, 5, 7. So 9th fret, 7th fret. That's the kind of thing that you'll get on most internet lessons, and that's what I'll be teaching you. The other thing that you need to know is when an instructor says move it up a fret, they're talking about moving it up a pitch. That's why pitch is important. So if I am playing an F chord here, and the instructor says, just move that up a fret, he's saying move it up a pitch in that direction. And it doesn't really matter if you're holding the guitar like this. If you're playing an A chord here, and he says move it up a fret, he's not saying move it up geometrically, he's saying move it up a pitch. In the same way, if an instructor says play the 7 and 9 that you just played, now move that up a string, again he's talking about up a pitch. So I would not do this because that's going down a pitch. Even if it's going up a string that way, it's going down a pitch in terms of tone, or rather in terms of note. So that would be what I'd be doing. If I said up a string, I would go anything which makes it sound higher. So there you have it. In the next lesson, we'll talk about holding the guitar for the way that you position the guitar and where you put your hands. Until then, thanks for watching.